It don't feel like it.
I know. This is my 11th year. I didn't even do anything for the 10-year.
Fucking wild, man. What's going on, everybody? It's Ricky with Video Homicide. I'm here live again with Forrest of Retro or Die. Find him on Instagram, fucking YouTube. He makes good videos. He's a regular on the channel, so I don't really need to fucking
No.
So basically, the reason why I sort of called this sit down, if you want to talk mafia talk, is because I've been recently going through all my fucking books and shit, all my comics and stuff. Mostly right now, just like magazine size stuff. So we're talking about heavy metals, Eries, creepies, all that kind of shit. And there's even some other just random old horror comics and stuff. Like the thing is, some of the stuff that I was picking up, and this is around like 2000, and this is between 2010 and like 2014. The shit that I was getting back then for like dirt cheap is now like $30. For stuff that I paid like $2.99 for is like 30 or 40, and just ridiculous amounts of money. And it's like, okay, that's what somebody's willing to spend, but I don't know. I'm not willing to spend that kind of money on a fucking, like, at this point, like, it's dumb to me, because it's like it's like the same with you. Like, if you wouldn't spend like $70 on Super Mario, like, I always use this as the example, but like that's a game that everybody fucking had, and that's not the same case for these comics and shit. But
No, fuck no. I mean, comic books, it's hard for me to talk about comics because I come from back when my dad was dragging me and my brother on the weekends to comic book stores to get the new issues of Spawn. And we're talking about like Spawn original 1 through 100 and the Ninja Turtle comic books when Eastman and Laird were still working together and didn't hate each other at the time. So comic books for me, it's like I remember comic books being like $2, $3.
yeah,
And now I've taken my daughter to comic book stores in the last like couple years, and I go to like look for issues that I'm like maybe missing in between.
yeah.
And I'm looking at comic books that are like $17, $18, $30 for certain
Yeah.
issues, and I'm like
like in the bins, like just in the bins, and it's like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah,
this,
they're not even the ones that are posted out in front of
yeah,
the comic book store for you to even fucking find. They're the ones that are like stacked in boxes for you to
yeah,
actually hunt for, and they're still
yeah,
individually priced.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
crazy it's crazy flipping through those now and seeing like 40, 50 and all that. Like, it's crazy. It's, to me, it's like, the people always talk about like the prices and shit of comics going up and down and all that shit. And like, it's crazy how drastic everything's went up. Like, even like I said, like, even at one point I thought maybe I could get like the first like year of heavy metal, like, which was, I think, 1977, which is like 12 issues, not like a big deal. But it's like, no, because we're talking like way too much fucking cash just to complete it, even though there was plenty of those magazines out there. It wasn't like a low print run, I don't think. So,
No, I mean,
and to get like to people want like $400 or something like that, like, to me,
oh
that's just
fuck no.
insane. That's
Oh fuck
insane.
no. Fuck no. It's just like how we've talked in in the past episodes of this when we talk about tapes or video games or whatever. It just seems like because we were like the last generation for physical media, for some reason we're getting like the shit end of the stick when it
Yeah.
comes to getting shit that we actually grew up with. Because
Mhm.
I can guarantee, like, when my dad sees like toys and shit that he grew up with, all that shit's like worthless now. No one gives a shit about it anymore.
Yeah.
And now with us, we have like some of the most iconic years when it comes to movies, music, video games, magazines, comic books, and we get the fuck end because we just grew up in the best part of the time. Now, uh Batman Detective Number 1 is always going to be like $1,000 fucking comic, thousands of dollars worth of comic book, because comic books are hard to preserve
Yeah.
because they're paper. But comic books that came out in like the mid 90s, I don't see how they could possibly, especially in like Spawn runs or anything else like that that's massively, massively, massively produced, how we're looking at comic book prices that should be something that's as rare as like an issue one limited print of something that came out in like 1975.
Yeah, like if you like for instance, I think that there's like 3,000 copies of the first TMNT. Like that's rare. You know what I mean? Like 3,000 copies, like for the whole planet. Like that's a rare fucking book. And
Which we have, like, me and my dad between us both have like 7 copies of, and not to mention the misprints and the miss size prints too.
nice, nice. The only turtle shit that I have anymore is the first a reprint of the first issue. It's like the 7th print. I have my favorite story I ever read, which was called Fall of the Rise of the Foot Clan or something like that. It was a really good artist. I forget the name. I think it might have been Matus Santaluco, and just phenomenal shit. But other than that, I picked up the latest issue of like because they started the run on IDW. So I grabbed issue 1 because Raph is in prison. It starts off with Raph like in prison. So I don't know like the connection to the story, what happened before that, but I just think that's sick.
Well, the thing you were showing me off stream, I've never seen that before. This fucking
The RPG thing.
RPG in a comic book slash RPG manual magazine. I've never seen that before, which is very fucking cool.
I'll send you a link of it right now just so you can peruse it.
But the same thing goes with like even comic books that are made even later, like in the 2000s. I have Resident Evil comic books that are insanely priced now. And those comic books didn't come out until like 2003, 4, but are worth hundreds of dollars now. So it's just dumb that we have to pay. It's even, I can't even call it nostalgia tax because, well, I guess maybe I could. Resident Evil Code Veronica, I guess, is coming up on being 20 years, but is it really worth hundreds of dollars? I don't think it is.
No. Especially like there's so many of those fucking things made, you know? Like all that shit, like from like when we were kids, like there was fucking tons of all that shit. Like, you know, there's no shortage of fucking Game Boy colors and that kind of stuff. Now
No, there's not.
Fucking $500. Are you nuts?
Fucking Game Boy Pocket was less released than the Game Boy Color, and still you can find Game Boy Pockets at the flea market. Someone's still trying to charge you like $80 for one. But yeah, Game Boy Color, the lesson. Okay, I won't say less inferior, but still not visually pleasing looking compared to the Game Boy Pocket. The Game Boy Pocket, I still think, is one of the sexiest Game Boys that ever came out. It's fucking awesome. And it came in those solid matte colors. So the black, solid matte black color, solid matte red color. Not like the cheesy, like really shitty colors that Game Boy Colors came out with, like that really like fruity looking purple one. And
hey, let's settle the fuck down because that was the one I had.
I'm not talking about the atomic purple. I'm talking about the one that's solid purple.
That's the one I had.
Purple. Well, I'm sorry. That's like the worst.
Guess that makes me a fucking homo.
It's the worst looking one. It's truly like one of the worst looking ones.
Yo, I had, you know what I got? I got that purple Game Boy and Pokemon Yellow for Christmas. And the fucking purple and yellow looks sick.
Pokemon Yellow is the shit. It is. It was good.
It's the best. Like, I even have that shit on my fucking phone. I haven't played it in like probably fucking years, but I have an emulator on my phone. I don't delete it because a lot of times, like those apps that work and you delete them thinking you're going to get a new one and they're fucking no.
Not anymore. Not anymore. I think it was like 3 or 4 months ago. Maybe it might have even been the end of last year where the Game Boy emulator came out on the App Store for Apple.
Oh,
The same
really?
one that I've been using for years that I've had to like go against all the TOS guidelines of Apple to get.
Yeah.
And now it's up there. Now you just download the ROMs and play it. I was just playing Pokemon Red in my office at work the other day.
Fuck. That's sick. So, Mav No says Junkyard Rabbit, good comic. I never heard of Junkyard Rabbit.
Junkyard Rabbit. It sounds like a crusty magazine.
I got like a restaurant. There's a restaurant, I think, called
What?
Junk.
Junk.
Are they talking about Junk Rabbit? There's a
Junk.
comic called Junk Rabbit put up by Image.
Rabbit comic book.
It's an Image comic with like a.
Oh yeah, it is an Image comic. Wait, no, it's not.
It's on the
It's
Image.
it's a Shadow Line comic. That's what it looks like.
I don't fucking know. I've never heard of it, but it looks pretty cool.
Interesting.
There's a lot of those like sort of anamorphic fucking, like stuff where it's animals like Usagi, Yojimbo, the turtles, all that shit.
That's what I was literally going to say the same thing.
Usagi
Yojimbo is what his name is.
Yeah. There's a good one called Boris the Bear. There's a good one called something like fucking like some radioactive like mutant like what the fuck's it called? Like tortoise. There's all kinds of them. Like that like TMNT, like they spawned so many ripoffs. But the thing is, if you get a chance to look through some of them, a lot of them have like decent artwork.
Well, a lot of those character meetups in the original TMNT line, like Cerebus and things like that, are all made by Eastman and Laird.
Say that again. I lost it. I was reading the comment there.
all of those TMNT meetups in the original like I think 15 to 20 issues.
Yeah.
When they meet Cerebus.
Mm-hmm.
Are also comics made by Eastman and Laird.
They didn't make Cerebus though. That's
when they borrow, when I'm talking about when they write the storyline, when Cerebus is in it, they were given like full permission to write the dialogue for Cerebus.
That's insane because I've never read any of that Cerebus shit honestly, but I like the way it looks. Like I like that. I think it's Dave Sims that
it's really that issue is so good. That's like a 3-part issue where Cerebus meets like the Time Lord, and this Time Lord lady is like with like gigantic boobs, is like traveling through time. She meets Cerebus, and then all of a sudden they also get trapped. They somehow suck the turtles in. And the turtles are fighting like medieval time characters and Time Lords and dinosaurs.
Wow.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
I haven't read the whole like I've read very little of the Mirage Turtles. I've read the first issue.
The original Mirage Turtles, I can never ever say anything bad about. It is like some of the most violent, realistic versions of the turtles that you will ever see. I mean, we've talked about this before. The Shredder dies in the first issue of Turtles.
Yeah.
They like Leonardo impales Shredder with his katana. Shredder falls off the roof with a grenade, blows up, and then they go down there and Raphael picks up a piece of the Shredder's like severed arm and then just like goes, huh, and throws it behind him.
So good. So good. Those motherfuckers, man, like they lucked out with that one. Like it's such a good fucking. But like not only they had a good idea, but they could like they put it into, into reality, because like you think of like a fucking stupid thing like a Ninja Turtle, and then that turns into fucking, just like
something that's still running today, which is fucking crazy.
Yeah, like a generational fucking thing. Like everyone knows the Ninja Turtles, even
I mean,
old, young.
it's definitely gotten stupider. That's all I can say. It's like it's not anything of what I would relate to nowadays, but I mean, I get like my cartoon version that I watched growing up as a kid was like stupid, but the first season wasn't. The first season was all done in anime form because they all hired Japanese artists to fucking make the thing.
Like the first 6 issue or first 6 episodes, right? Like
Yeah, it was full on anime.
yeah, so good.
It was sick.
I think like that they kind of shit the bed like in every old cartoon like that because they just got them made so fucking cheaply. You know what I'm saying? Like there was no like real like shit your pants animation in any of those fucking shows. At least none of the ones that I watched back then. You know, that was like reserved for like later on, like Aeon Flux, like weird fucking shit like that. You know, Aeon Flux was one.
Man, I haven't heard that in a fucking long time.
Dude, my dad used to fucking watch that, and we had like VHS tapes of it. And I remember, I didn't like it when I was a kid. I thought it was fucking weird. But now, like the last time I watched it,
did you ever watch Macross or anything like that?
The only anime that I've ever watched was Cowboy Bebop.
Oh, that's badass.
Yeah, and I also watched Afro Samurai.
I love Afro Samurai, and the movie was fucking outstanding too.
Oh yeah, and the books were actually just reprinted like last year. I picked them up. I think his name's Takashi Okazaki. His stuff is fucking phenomenal, man. It was like that stuff like came out at a time like Afro fucking Samurai. I remember when I was a kid, like I thought it was bullshit that was a comic, and same with the Boondocks. I was like, that's not a comic, that's a show. And then like now you can't fucking find those. Like I mean you can, but you're gonna pay.
No. I mean, yeah, if you want to take it up the ass to buy it, yeah.
Yeah. VZ Madness is in the house. What's going on, homie? He says Afro Samurai is fucking awesome. It is, man. Like it's such a even the game. There was a fucking video game and it was really good. I think I still have it.
Was it on PS2 or was it on 360?
It was on. I had it on 360. I don't think I have it anymore.
Yeah, I think I had it on 360 as well. No, actually, I do have it on 360. You're right. I do have my 360 version because I remember being so excited for it to come out, and then it was like, this is all right. The best part of it is like watching the cutscenes. The combat wasn't like super great, and the platforming, like running up little pillars and shit like that, was like kind of janky as fuck.
I like that game.
Yeah, but you're younger than me.
Like I love. You know what? What's your take on those Batman fucking Arkham City games? Those games are fun, man.
I can't even believe you're asking me this. That's so funny. You're even saying this to me right now because I'm literally just today, in the last like week, I've been replaying Arkham Asylum.
Wow. Those games were fun, man.
No, those games are awesome. They're true to the comic. They're true to almost the animated series in a way.
Yeah. That's Batman.
I was literally talking about this today while I was out on my smoke break about to somebody that like it's really funny playing this game now compared to when it first came out because you don't realize like how stiff Batman moves in the cutscenes to like talk to people. He's like, Catwoman.
Yeah. The Riddler.
Gordon, you must get out. I don't have time for you, Joker. It's just like really funny. Now, Arkham City, I will say, is the best out of the trilogy. That is just like, it's so fucking good.
I beat Arkham Asylum. I bought it off my friend Tom, and then I ended up beating Arkham City, and I know there was like a few of them after that, but I never got into any of them.
The next one after that, I forget what it was called, but the next one was really good because it like literally takes everything from the comic book that was going on around that time or a little bit before, where the original, well, not the original Robin, but the other Robin was kidnapped by the Joker and like tortured.
Yeah.
He becomes the next Red Hood.
Was it Dick? There was a Dick Grayson.
Yeah,
there was Tim Drake. And
Tim
there was,
Drake.
Jason Todd.
Tim Drake
Jason
was
Todd.
the original.
No, Dick Grayson was the original, and then
no. Dick Grayson was not the original.
Yes, he was.
No. There was another one before Dick Grayson in the original comic books that was killed by the Joker with the crowbar.
That was fucking Jason Todd, or yeah, it's Jason Todd you're thinking about. That was after the fact. The first one was because that was Dick Grayson. That Dick was the fucking guy in the Batman show with Adam West.
I'm not talking about the show. I'm talking about the comic books.
No, I know that, but I'm saying that Dick Grayson was the
I know who Dick Grayson is. You know what I think about Dick Grayson?
He's a fuckhead.
He's a fuckhead.
VZ Madness, he says Arkham City was good, but he didn't love Arkham Knight.
That's the one, Arkham Knight. I thought it was good. I thought it was fun, but what I didn't enjoy about it is there's just too many fucking like repeat levels where you have to use the fucking Batmobile, and it's not like the Batmobile which me and you would like. It's like the fucking tank Batmobile from fucking Dark Knight trilogy.
Yeah, I don't consider that a bat. I mean, it's a Batmobile, but like to me, I think you probably know my Batmobile was fucking Michael Keaton's Batmobile, man.
Yeah, Michael Keaton's Batmobile or the Adam West Batmobile. Like those are my two favorites that have ever been made. Those are sick fucking cars.
Yeah, I know Kevin Eastman. He once owned the Batmobile at one time, and then he said, and I watched this one like little mini like video about him, and he was saying that one thing he wanted to do but never did was dress up as Batman, hop in the fucking Batmobile, and go to the store and buy a pack of smokes.
That would be so sick.
Wouldn't that be insane if you were just like some like fucking goober like in there getting like a Slurpee, and all of a sudden fucking Batman comes in, buys a pack of smokes, and then hops in the Batmobile?
Especially at that time when there's no social media and no phones and nothing like that.
No one would ever believe you.
All you could say was like, dude, Batman came in and bought cigarettes.
Yeah. You know, Kevin Eastman was actually just in London last weekend. He was at the London Comic-Con. I didn't go though because I don't give a fuck. They're not going to have the kind of comics that I want at the Comic-Con. You know what I mean? Well, like, and if they do, they're going to be up the ass expensive. You know what I mean? Because everyone thinks that every underground thing now is like a $10 thing. It's like, no, these books, man. I remember buying them for $2. I remember buying them for. I bought them for $7. I bought them for $10. I bought them for $2. You know, like it's all over the map. But like, I don't want to spend. Like, I think $10 on a comic book is about like as high as I'm willing to go, honestly.
What I think is funny is the most recent high selling, because I'm still kind of invested in comic books. So the most recent high end comic book that's like going on right now, it's going to be like gigantic just because of Alien Romulus, is now that Alien has infested Marvel again, but now it's set in a future where like the Hulk is really old and everyone is really ancient and Wayland is somehow still alive. And I saw and read the whole first issue and I was like, okay, yeah, this could make sense. But at the same time, like I've been around long enough to see all these crossovers with Aliens and Batman and Marvel and DC, and I've seen all this happen before. But it is literally like the highest grossing Marvel book right now that's going on. And the next issue, it's not even going by month. The next issue isn't even coming out until November. And this issue just came out like 3 weeks ago. It's really fucking weird. So I don't know what's going on, but I mean, it's weird because the ending of the issue, spoiler alert, is that Miles Morales gets a Xenomorph face hugger at the end attached to him. And because he's wearing the Venom symbiote attaches to the face hugger. It releases Miles Morales. The face hugger has Venom symbiote on it. And then the face hugger attaches back to Miles Morales' chest. And then he's like Venom and Xenomorph. It's fucking weird. Like, I don't even know what to make of that.
Yeah, I'm so far from like the Marvel universe and all that shit, man. It's just not my fucking scene. It's not my scene. Like, as far like for me, as far as I go into like that turf is like the Frank Miller Daredevil shit and
Mhm.
uh,
Frank Miller's boss.
yeah, I mean, I got some DC. I got Batman Dark Victory and Long Halloween. I got Killing Joke, Watchmen,
Oh yeah,
which
Killing Joke is an absolute must own for anybody that loves anything that regards to Batman.
yeah,
If you don't own Killing Joke and if you haven't read Killing Joke, you need to go out and get it like now.
yeah. Yeah, it's so, and it's like it's always in print. Like you're not gonna pay any more than like $25 for it or whatever. Like a good hardcover with tons of extras.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to go even further, Cartoonist Kayfabe, they did a like a walkthrough of the entire book with, I believe it's Brian Boland. Yes, Brian Boland, that the artist of it, and it's really cool. Trash Dash is in the house. What's going on, homie? I don't. It's my birthday on Wednesday.
Yeah, it is not my birthday.
Yeah.
It's Ricky's birthday.
Yeah, VZ says Killing Joke is classic, dude. It's so good. Like at one point, I had a whole stack of Batman graphic novels, but like Hush, I didn't give a fuck about Hush. I didn't give a fuck about Batman R.I.P.
They did a bad job with Hush in the early days.
Yeah, I this is not for me, man. I like my comics, man. Like the comics I like you know, horror stuff. I got a bunch of random shit. I did sort of like a little mini, not tour, but like walkthrough kind of video the other day where I showed a bunch of shit.
Sam Keith.
There you go, the Max.
The Max. If you don't know it, get it, read it, love it. I own every single issue of this comic book series, all first printing. That's how much I love this character. And
it's crazy.
One of my favorite Image characters ever made.
He's definitely one of Spawn. Yeah, Spawn is fucking king of Image. Yeah, I really liked that Spawn animated show back in the day.
Oh yeah, the HBO.
Oh fuck! But wasn't there also a fucking Sam Keith animated show at one point, the Max?
Yes, it was a very limited run show. It wasn't on HBO. It was on MTV.
Right.
It was on MTV's Odysseys.
Wow. That's hilarious. VZ said that video was great. Fucking right, man. Thank you. I want to do more shit like that, like with like the movies as well, because I feel like that's easier than like I gotta like pick a movie. Like I picked Harold and Kumar the other night. Like I was all baked, and I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna talk about Harold and Kumar. And
yeah, I saw that. I haven't gotten to watch it yet, but I saw
that's
that
a good movie,
man.
man.
I saw that you did that, and I was like, whoa.
I know. Well, because like it's. I don't want to. I'm not sitting here solely watching horror films like on fucking repeat. You know what I mean? Like I like funny movies. Like I like Jay and Silent Bob. Jay and Silent Bob is one that I could talk about for fucking hours.
Yeah, same.
I'm obsessed with that. But it's sometimes it's hard to like, you know, you look at the movies like, okay, I want to make a video. I'm in the mood to make one, and then 20 minutes goes by, you haven't picked one out. You're like, fuck this shit. You know what I mean? And that's what I do. But like, if I just set the camera up and start pulling shit off the wall, like that's easy.
Yeah, pulling is like, I'm glad that I've calmed down a little bit over the years of not pulling shit off the wall. Because I remember like an old live stream, someone gets me fired up. You see me like grabbing shit off the wall, taking it and throwing it. Wow. To like show something else. Like I'm glad I don't do that anymore, because then I wake up the next morning when I'm sober And I go into my office and I'm like, oh fuck, what happened?
Place is fucking euchred.
Yeah, it looks like I fucking nuked it.
VZ says he's more into indie comics these days. Trash says Ricky's the big 22 today. I'm the big fucking 32 on Wednesday. VZ recently watched that Spawn animated series. That's such a good show, man.
It's so good.
Yeah.
It was done way before it should have been.
Yeah.
And if you haven't rewatched the Max series, the Max series is like so good, and then you'll get to certain episodes that are like, because the Max series, the animated version, is like trying to condense so much into like I think it's almost like a 12 issues run or a 12 episode run. It's trying to compact like I want to say like 30 to 40 issues in one, but there are some that are just like fucking hard hitting. Like it'll like stab you in the fucking heart. Like,
wow.
Good.
Wow. Yeah, I've never watched. I mean, I've watched, like, I seen. I remember it being on TV back in the day. But I also, do you remember the fuck was it called? Liquid Television on MTV. Well, like my dad had all this taped shit, and there was like this liquid. It had like all like early like Beavis and Butthead bullshit, and like there's a bunch of like weird stuff. Like there was all these weird like animations that like came and went that, you know, you either seen on TV or you never fucking seen them. Like there was a Mad TV skit that was like claymation, and it was about like the Pillsbury Doughboy like getting shot up like Scarface. Like it was fucking crazy. And oh, one thing I almost forgot to say, did you know there was a fucking Eminem cartoon, like a Slim Shady cartoon? There was called the Slim Shady Show. It was like an hour long, like all like I think it was 6 episodes.
I feel like I kind of remember that.
Yeah, I gotta watch it, man. VZ, have
I mean,
you heard of that?
I feel like I would remember that even more than you, being a little bit older than you are. I do feel like I remember that. It was like around like when Celebrity Deathmatch was still on TV.
I remember that. That was insane.
That was great.
Do you remember a show called Puppets Who Kill? It was the most random show. It was about this halfway house full of like puppets that were like ex-cons. It was fucked.
There's a lot of, well, I don't know if that was just a Canadian thing, but
I don't know. We have weird shit up in Canada, man. We like weird shit.
Well, you guys are like way more free in like what you guys are allowed to make. You got your whole country actually supports independent artists and movie and filmmakers and everything else.
They're all fucked.
Our country is just like, hey, you need a Band-Aid? That'll be 20 grand.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. How much is it for like what's the average cost of like a 4-pack of chicken breast?
A 4-pack?
Yeah, like here they usually come in a 4-pack of like boneless, skinless chicken breast. Like
yeah, we have that. We don't normally see a 4-pack. Normally it's 3, and if it's on a day where it's on sale, you're talking about $20
for 3 chicken breasts.
Yeah.
Okay, so never mind. We're paying way less than you, dude. Holy fuck! You guys are getting fucked for chicken breast. $20 for 3.
I'm
13 for 4. Every day.
I'm living in the most taxed state in the entire United States.
Oh, dude, you're getting fucking bent over, man. Okay, all right, here. This is a good game. Here, let me ask you another question. What about like a pound of ground beef?
1 pound?
Yeah.
$17. If it's not on sale.
Dude, that's rough, man.
That's why if you were to like come to my house and look
dude, I'd have to smuggle food from Canada and be like, hey, fuck, man, we gotta get
if you were to come to my house and look through my fridge, most thing you're gonna find is fucking condiments, because I mean I'm like debating whether to buy gasoline to go to work or if I'm gonna fucking eat food.
That's insane. Dude, what the fuck? My God. You guys are because it's California, right? Yeah, they say it's expensive. Fuck.
No, it's worse than that. It's like full on bend you over a barrel and rape you to death.
Uh, VZ watched. He remember or excuse me. Trash Dash remembers the Eminem action figures. I remember there was a Biggie Smalls one and like Flavor Flav and all that shit.
I remember the Eminem action figures. They were all in Spencer's.
Yeah. VZ said he watched the Slim Shady cartoon. Trash Dash says food is expensive, and he says he bought 3 yerba mates today, and it was $15.
What's a yerba mate?
It's some fucking drink that I pronounced wrong apparently, and this guy was fucking yerba mate or something. Yerba. How do you say that?
Yermade?
Yermade?
Cup of coffee is $7. Oh yeah, I haven't gone out for an actual like cup of coffee anywhere in like 3 years. And sometimes now I'm having to skimp out on actually going out to actually get coffee from the grocery store because you go out for less than a pound of coffee. I'm not even kidding you. I was just talking shit about this last week. I went to the grocery store and fucking Safeway, the coffee was like $11 to $12 for less than a pound. I was like, go fuck yourself. Like, I'm not doing that shit.
No. What about a big bag of chips? What's that cost?
I don't know. I never buy chips.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I buy whiskey and I buy beer all the fucking time.
How much is a 40 of whiskey?
Dude, so whiskey has gotten insane. Like, I was paying like for like the big bottle of whiskey, like $22 like a year and a half ago. Now I go for the same bottle and we're talking about almost $40.
And for how much is that? Is like what's the like how much volume are you talking about for $40? Like 1.4 like liters or what?
Probably, I don't know. I've never looked by it.
Okay. I get you.
But yeah, it's trash. It's bad. And it's getting really bad because I never like, I mean, I'll buy Jack Daniels. I bought a little one today on my way to work with my fucking 112 pack of beer because everything's fucking crazy expensive. A regular bottle of Jack Daniels, like the average bottle now in the fucking grocery store, which I don't really like getting Jack Daniels because I'm like, if I'm going to pay this much, I'd rather buy like the whiskey that I actually like. A regular bottle of Jack Daniels now is going for like $27. I'd rather just blow my fucking brains out.
Fuck. That's crazy to me that alcohol is cheaper than food out there.
Dude, they don't want you to eat. They want you to. I mean, I'm paying just for a pack of cigarettes here. For Camel regular cigarettes, a pack of Reds, not 100s, not anything else. A pack of Reds for me cost fucking almost $12.
That's insane, dude. A pack of the average pack of cigarettes at a store here is like fucking pushing $20 now.
Whoa.
So your guys' cigarettes are cheap, your liquor's cheap, but your food is fucking through the roof.
Yeah, we're fucked.
Dude, that's rough.
A bag of avocados, you get like 5 avocados that are like half rotten. And it's like fucking like $15. Like, go fuck yourself.
That's brutal. When it's on sale here, it's like $3.99 for the 5-pack, and depending on where you get it, like you are gonna get a rotten one from time to time.
Yeah, I'm living in like one of the worst states. I wouldn't be living here if I didn't need to be.
Holy
I'm thinking in like 3 or 4 years, I'm not going to be living here anymore. I just can't. It fucking sucks. Like, I hate this state. I can't live here anymore.
Yeah. Well, that's brutal. It seems super fucking expensive, man.
Dude, I went to get gas this morning on my way to work. And despite my Safeway reward discount, because you get gas rewards for shopping at the grocery store.
Yeah.
With my 30-cent discount, it still cost me $4.11 per gallon.
Wow. That's fucked.
Yeah.
We buy it by the liter here, so like usually it's like $1.30 right now. Like I got gas last night, $1.37 a liter, which is good because it's been way higher than that. But bullshit.
Dude, I have a truck and it's a 22-gallon tank, so I'm spending close to $100, if not over 100, when the gas actually goes up.
Yeah.
Like we hit almost $6 like a couple years ago, so I was paying like $120, $130 for a full tank of gas. Like,
Wow. When fucking back like during COVID, like gas was super fucking cheap here. So me and my fucking girl, we would just like go get a bunch of fucking uh gas for like 70 cents a liter and then just fucking drive around. Like it was fucking pretty
oh
good.
fuck no! During COVID here, it was not that way. It became more about exploitation and rape at that time for people that actually needed to drive or wanted to drive or go to work.
Yeah. Fucking crazy.
Yeah, I don't even know how this became about economics.
I don't know, but like it all fucking makes sense to me, man. With that being said, here I'll have a toke off the old fucking little vape. This little fucker right here. I got a new style of like vape thing because the other one got fucked up. So this one's like a robot. VZ says, oh, excuse me. Trash Dash has $7 for chips. That's like the same here.
I don't know. I never buy chips or anything like that on the regular. I mean, whenever my daughter's here with me, I never buy ice cream or any of that kind of shit unless she's actually at my house. Dude, ice cream is fucking like insane. It's fucking milk and sugar or whatever the fuck. Ice cream here is like that expensive, plus maybe about like $10 more if you want anything that's not vanilla.
Wow. It says Camels are $12.50, Lucky Strikes $9.75. He says beans are cheap; they're like $1 a can. A can of beans here is like fucking like a cheap one is like $1.59, which is still too much. And VZ says, looking at America, it seems everything is fucked about that place.
Oh, it is, and especially in my area, it's really fucked because all of our stores like are bargain stores that are not the regular grocery chain.
Yeah.
They all just shut down. They all like pulled out.
Yeah.
So now
Well,
we're all forced to go to the fucking chains now.
Yeah. We got like good, like cheap grocery stores. Like we have super expensive ones and super cheap ones. I just go to the cheap ones, man, because honestly, it's a difference between like spending, like for instance, like a tomato could be like an extra $1.50, and it's like fuck that. Like we grew a bunch of tomatoes this year. We haven't bought tomatoes in months.
Yeah, it's
other than cans of like tomato sauce. Yeah.
I mean, my daughter was just sick this whole last week. Right. I went to buy her soup.
Yeah.
I remember I never buy fucking soup for myself ever.
Right.
So I remember Campbell's soup being like fucking 80 cents a can.
Yeah.
I went to go buy her soup and it was $2.99 a fucking can. I'm like,
yeah.
What the fuck happened?
You should have made soup from scratch, man.
I've done that before, but I mean, she's a fucking kid, so I mean.
Yeah, here's some shit soup. I'll save the good soup for later. $2.99 a can, you fuck. Dude. That's expensive for fucking soup, man. Like I know what you mean. Like I remember Campbell's like being on sale for like fucking, like you said, like 89 cents, that kind of shit, and loading up. I grew up on Campbell's fucking vegetable soup, and you know, Now it's like I wouldn't even dare eat that shit now just because it's like I fucking make a soup better than that in fucking 15 minutes and then just boil it for or simmer it for half an hour, and there you go. Even my wife, she says you got to cook soup for fucking hours, and I agree with that. But like sometimes you're in a pinch,
True.
you know.
But
I
I mean,
love soup
at
though,
work,
and it's
I'm at
soup.
work. I'm
It's
at
soup
work.
season.
But if I'm at work all day and my daughter's here while I'm at work all day because she's sick, I can't make the fucking soup. So soup's got to be here for her to make while I'm gone.
You know, you're gonna go get some fucking onions, potatoes, carrots, chicken stock.
Yeah,
There
I
you
know
go.
how to make fucking soup. I'm
There you
just
go.
saying you
Make a
can't
simple
fucking
soup.
do it when you have like
Yeah.
you know
Say
what the
hey,
fuck I'm saying.
say hey,
Don't
you
give me
ain't
a
that
hard
sick.
time.
Say
Don't
you
give
ain't
me a
that.
hard time.
So you ain't that sick. Make this soup right now. Go to the garden, get some fucking green onions.
The garden? Where the fuck do you think there's a garden here? I'm living in fucking concrete jungle piece of shit land right here. I'm living in like the real life Gotham City.
This guy's living in the Carter from fucking New Jack City.
Look up on Instagram the 916 like clip page or whatever and see how Sacramento actually is. You're seeing people die every day,
Well, it's
apartment
not like
buildings on
it's not
fire.
it's
The
not friend.
Joker the Joker's taking over the bank.
You're telling me it's not friendly looking like Even Stevens?
No, even Steven. Maybe Sacramento was that way in that time. I didn't live here then.
Fuck.
I didn't live here in 1994.
Even Stevens, man. Hold on. Trash Tash is dropping knowledge about the chips it depends on the brand. If you get Pringles, they're usually $3. Generic potato chips are usually $4. He says soup, I usually just boil milk and ketchup together. Oh, that's grody. That's
Fucking
fucking
milk and ketchup. I hate both of those, so that wouldn't be a good soup.
well, milk is involved in some really good soups like broccoli cheddar and shit like that. Like
I fucking hate milk.
I love broccoli cheddar soup. We made it here like oh my fuck. From scratch.
Okay,
Dude, I'm
well,
like let me I do you work
when I come up there, prove it to me.
I'll fucking prove it. I'll fucking cook you a meal that make you fucking lose your mind. You'd say, holy fuck. You'd have to sit down after it.
I'll do the same for you, and you'll be like, "Holy shit,
Fuck.
someone can barbecue."
Fuck. Oh man, I love barbecue.
That'll be fun. I'm really excited for that when we get to do that finally.
That's why Brother Lynch was rapping about eating people food is too expensive in Sacktown.
Oh my god.
That's crazy.
Someone knows.
Oh,
Someone
sorry.
knows something about one of my favorite artists from this area.
Fuck.
That's really funny. A Brother Lynch quote. Wow.
I never heard of Brother Lynch. Brother Lynch.
Oh, it's fucking great. I could send you whole albums. I still listen to that every time I get wasted and I start barbecuing. The ghetto comes out of me every once in a while.
Fuck. Trash is from Santa Rosa, so he knows what's up.
Ah, I'm from San Jose originally.
There you
So,
go.
all right.
San Jose. I'm from San Jose. This guy's from fucking San Jose. There you go. Let's have a toke to San Jose. Is that like where's San Jose? What, San Jose, New Mexico, or is that a place? Or is
No,
that
San Jose, California.
Oh fuck,
North,
see.
North
Everyone I hang out with is from California.
North Bay 408 area code.
519 Southwestern Ontario.
Sounds hard.
Oh, it's filthy, man. It's these very streets that made Filthy Ralph.
I mean, if it made Filthy Ralph, then it's gotta be bad.
Oh, dude. It's crazy. Like the thing is, like I moved out of my old neighborhood like 4 years ago. And like I still have a lot of friends that live over there, and like my cousin lives right by the old 24/7 variety store called Sack Smart. And you go to Sack Smart now, it is zombie land. Like they're all like the parking lot is just full of fucking just like people losing their minds, shooting up, smoking meth. Like even I had that zine fair last Saturday. We were at the downtown library. I walk in the bathroom to take a piss and take a toke. And like I shouldn't make fun because I'm literally going in there to do drugs too, but like some guy was like smoking meth like right fucking in the stall, like right, like you can see the smoke. I was like, oh, hold my breath. I'm like trying to take a toke, hold my breath, and take a piss all at the same time. It was brutal.
I mean, what you literally described is like Sacramento on an everyday basis.
But there you go.
Like everyday basis.
Oh yeah.
I'm getting another beer.
Get a beer. I'll interact with the chat.
Chat it up.
Ricky, you gotta check out Brother Lynch sometime. You dig his stuff, I think.
Yes, he does. Yes, you do.
I'll look it up. I'll like search it on my on a thing. Oh, my buddy Mike just messaged me. He says, birthday stream. Isn't your birthday the 23rd? Or am I a fuck? No, my birthday's the 25th. Message as well.
Dude, Brother Lynch is the shit. I don't even know what this stream is turning into anymore. We're not even talking about comic books or anything. We're talking about economics, world problems, and area codes.
Brother Lynch looks like a psychopath.
He is a psychopath. He did commit cannibalism and went to prison for it.
This is a line from Brother Lynch. Yeah, nah, better do it. Grr, I'ma rip right through him, cut him in half, blood in that ass when I chew him. Chopping him up, then I get a brand new one. And I always love it. I just jacked off and I'm thinking of it. You better back off. I'ma heat the oven. I'm like Jack Frost and my teeth is ugly.
When I first moved to Sacramento from San Jose, I was in a band like in Colorado when I lived in Colorado, and I moved back to California for the third time or whatever it was. I tried to start another band here in Sacramento. It never went anywhere, but we recorded in a studio well known in Sacramento called Godlike Studios. And this place housed many different bands. It's like a Costco warehouse with a bunch of studios inside of it.
Yeah.
And the studio across from the one that we were using was Brother Lynch's studio and the Hood's studio from Sacramento, the hardcore band.
That's cool. That's cool.
For anyone that knows anything about Sacramento.
I've been to a couple of I did this job in Toronto and we filmed in a couple of like jams, like studio spaces, and like there was two places we went to that were like that. They were just like fucking like old warehouses basically, and like just like rooms built with studios, and like there was like all kinds of different looking motherfuckers walking around there.
Oh yes.
And then there's me fucking smoking dope with my fucking camera.
Hey, you probably fit right in.
I did. They're probably like, who's this guy? Who's this guy?
Who's this guy? Who's this guy?
The guy here to call you a fuckhead.
Where's Bruce Campbell?
Yeah, Mr. Campbell. Mr. Rude to that fucking woman, that fucking thing we watched last time. Jesus Christ.
That's so good though. Blackjack? You thought my name was Blackjack, you fuckhead?
Yeah. That was so fucking like he stretched that out so long. Like that was
dude, it's uncomfortably long, but it's like very funny.
Yo, Trash Dash says Bruce Campbell's soup.
I mean
that would make for a cool like drawing, you know, like a can of soup with Bruce Campbell with the fucking hat and shit.
That is literally a joke that is made in My Name is Bruce. They spell his name wrong in like a banner, and he's like, you could have spelled my name right, and it's spelled Campbell like the soup.
He says search for Return of the Baby Killer. I think you'd like that. I like the name of that song already. I'm aroused.
Well, too bad we're on YouTube and we can't just like watch music and like react to music on here.
Well, the thing is, like, you can, but the only problem with that is it gets if you use stuff where the people don't allow you to use it.
Oh, I guarantee you'll be copyright claimed. Dude, I had 3 copyright claims come on videos this week that have been like old as fuck. Out of nowhere. I make 3 new videos.
Being a fucking asshole.
Dude, I know. I made 3 new videos in like the last 6 months, and all of a sudden I'm getting copyright claims on videos that have been around for like 4 years.
What about those long fucking comments you were getting?
Dude, the Alien Romulus comment section. I think if it was between me reading that and me being able to like swallow the barrel of my shotgun that's like right behind me, I'd rather take the barrel.
Fuck.
Like, I'm literally watching people write manuscripts about something.
I checked it out a few times, and it's like, what what the fuck? These people have lives, man.
Dude, no, they don't. Like, I'm just one person, like, addressing the way I felt about a movie, and these people are taking it like I'm like Abraham writing the fucking Bible scriptures here for the alien universe and acting like either one, they agree with me, two, they don't agree with me, and then you have everyone arguing in between all those people that are also writing their own fucking biblical scriptures in between there. Like,
Yeah.
there's something, like, I think I showed you, it's like one that went like from here to
Yeah.
there. Like, I don't even know how these people have time to write comments like that.
Yeah. It's AI.
It's AI. It might
They're
be.
using
Why not?
Grammarly. They're using the fucking app called Grammarly. People can't even write an email anymore. They gotta fucking use Grammarly. Like, what the fuck? Oh, the Deadites coming out of the can. Yeah, that'd be a sick image, like the Deadites coming out of the Bruce Campbell soup.
What happened with Alien Romulus? Well, the movie fucking sucked. I'll tell you that.
I haven't watched it yet, but I take his word for it because I didn't like. To me, the only aliens that matter is Alien and Aliens. Every other one of them, I could give a fuck about if I ever watched again.
I mean, Aliens 3 is iconically bad, and Alien Resurrection is just supposed to be. It's on a lower peg than Army of Darkness, I would say. It's supposed to take the Alien franchise and kind of kick it in the nuts to try to make it funny.
Yeah.
But the sad thing is, it makes more sense than Romulus. Like, the actual story is actually complete. There's a beginning, a middle, an end, protagonist, antagonist, and an end.
Right.
This movie is just all over the place, retcons things, tries to like take the Alien franchise, bend it over, and like fuck the shit out of it.
Christ.
So
Trash says you don't like part 4. I don't like. Not that I don't like it. I just don't give a fuck about. Like, to me, Aliens is the end of Alien. To me, that's all I mean. Alien and Aliens.
I mean, part 4 has a lot of parts in it that make sense. That would be good for the Alien franchise. It makes sense for if you read comic books in the early Dark Horse days of the comic book franchise.
Is the 4th one where Ripley like comes back as like a clone?
Yes.
Okay, yes. See, I remember those movies, and like they're not like I just don't give a fuck about them because even like some of the later Nightmare on Elm Street and Friday the 13th and stuff, the ones that I don't like, I don't even fucking give a shit, man. I don't watch them.
No, I mean the latest. What was the last Friday the 13th movie? The one that came out like 10 years ago or something?
Yeah.
That one wasn't good, and I refused to watch whatever those remakes were of Nightmare on Elm Street with the CGI Freddy Krueger. I never watched those. Like, I refuse to watch them.
They make Freddy Krueger like a diddler. Like, he's like in the old ones, he's like a child. He's a dirty child murderer. And this is like he's like clearly a pedophile. And it's like I like Freddy Krueger more. Like, if you kill a kid, you're more likable than a person that like fucking rapes a kid. You know what I mean? I know that's.
I don't know. There's always been that weird line between Freddy. I will say that there's always been that weird line between Freddy knowing what he was actually. I mean, we see all those things between the third one and the second one where it makes him kind of seem like he's a fucking like there's something sexual going on.
Which one? In the second one?
Between the third one and the fourth one, and then when it hits Freddy versus Jason, it really kind of almost crosses that boundary where it's like when that girl's going in between the nightmare and the girls are like saying these really like fucking weird things that seem like it's kind of like, yeah, he's just, it might be that way. And then like in what Nightmare Part 6 or whatever the fuck it was, when they show us like the background of Freddy Krueger. You remember like when he's
that's
like,
Freddy's dead. Yeah.
when he's getting
He's like
whipped
fucking.
by,
He's like, there's like him in the basement, and his daughter comes in. I think either his daughter or his mom or his wife like discovers all the.
isn't his dad like whipping him with the belt?
Maybe I don't remember. I just remember him like being in the garage and like his wife finding like either the clippings of like the kids getting killed or
Yeah,
some
there's weird.
bullshit like
There's a
that.
lot of weird stuff I could say about Freddy, but I mean, making it like, I don't know, if you want to make it like full on child predator or whatever, then yeah, it kind of makes it icky. But
Yeah.
the fact that that's never actually been like confirmed or touched upon, that he's
But
just like,
the thing that's so fucked up about it is they show like the actor Jackie Earl Haley. They show him like being very like not like touchy feely with the kids, but just like the way he's talking to them. Like it's very like diddler ish, like goofish, as we would say here in Ontario. Like, oh man, I hate that fucking movie. Although I do uh like some of the like the dream sequences, like the way shit looked, I didn't mind that. I liked how there was like that one scene inside of a diner. Love movies that have scenes with diners. Love them. Pulp Fiction, Heat.
yeah, but we already saw that in a Nightmare on Elm Street part, like what, 4?
I don't give a fuck about part 4, 5, 6, or fucking New Nightmare.
Are you shitting me? Have you not watched all the?
Of course, I've seen them all. I have them all. I just
The one with the diner where they're like running through the loop, and it's always in the diner area.
I don't remember.
Oh,
It wasn't fucking memorable enough for me. Yeah,
Freddy's dead sucks.
Fuck Freddy's dead. I seen that comment there. VZ and Trash Ash both hate the fucking remake. They think it's shit.
I refuse to watch it. I'm not going to watch some movie with not Robert Englund playing Freddy Krueger, and I'm not going to watch something where Freddy Krueger looks like a fucking Play-Doh, fucking 90s character.
And his voice is shit too. He's like, "We've got 5 more minutes to play." I want Freddy to be like, ha ha ha, like Robert Englund, fucking like losing his mind, fucking screaming and shit.
I know. It's just like it's how I feel about like that. Now that I know there's like a Chucky TV show going on.
Yeah, I haven't watched it.
I refuse to watch that too.
Yeah.
Like that's
even some of those, like the only thing that movie franchise has going for it, because I've seen them all. I like them all in their own way, but Brad Dourif is like has been doing the voice the whole time, except for when they got Mark Hamill to do it in that remake movie that sucked dick. And that show I could give a fuck about. Like, that's not for me.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about. I did see that one. The one where he's like the toy in the apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fucking trash garbage.
The only good thing about that Chucky movie, that one particularly, was when he had the recording of like the cat being strangled, and he played it at night when the kid's trying to sleep. He like plays the sound of the cat being strangled.
I literally only watched it in theaters when it came out. I don't remember.
That was the only scene that I remember. But Trash Dash says Freddy's always been a bad guy, but he was still a fun character. The remake, they just made him disgusting. Yeah, he looked like a greasy fuck. Charles Bronson would have fucking made him meet Jesus.
He definitely looked like a chewed up piece of hamburger that someone shit out and then ate again and then shit out again and ate again.
He says, when he says the 5 more minutes to play thing, I started thinking, wait, what does that mean? Is Freddy going to blow him?
I don't know what you're
Do you know what I mean, Trash? That's so fucking crazy. He's like, we still got 5 more minutes to play. Like, what a freak. Like, at least like Freddy back in the day, he just like killed you dead. He wasn't like, we're gonna play for 5 more minutes. Like your voice. Who fucking hired that guy?
That's also not accurate.
He sucks.
He didn't just kill you dead. He fucked, especially part 2 and part 3 were pretty fucked. What he used
but he didn't like fucking. He wasn't like gonna like trash us like blow him. Like he's acting like he's gonna like have sex with the victim. We're gonna.
Well, he did do that to those kids though. Remember, he acts like he's like the naked lady under the in the water bed and all those.
Oh yeah, in part 3.
Yeah, no part. Yeah, part 3. Yeah.
Yeah, part 3 because of the kid that can't speak. It was the kid that can't speak.
And then
he found his power. He could scream loud.
The part in part 2, like where he whips the shit out of the gym teacher, that the BEMS gym teacher. I mean, we all hated that guy, so it doesn't really matter. So
I actually love that guy. I love that actor because in the movie Stand By Me, he plays the main kid's dad.
Sure, but and that character, we hate that character.
Yeah, but there's the scene where like he has the flashback of the funeral, and like his dad looks down at him. He goes, "It should have been you, Gordon." And me and my dad still say that now. We still say that line. Like, "It should have been you, Gordon." Oh my goodness!
I don't even know what this episode is even about anymore.
That's why I just put birthday stream. That way, there's no topic. Remember earlier I was like, "Let's talk about collecting."
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I think everyone knows that we collect horse shit at this point.
It's like, here's some fucking collectibles.
Yeah.
VZ says
comic books.
Let's talk about the first appearance of this side character. This slab, this 9/8 slab is going to be worth $22 in 5 years.
When Doomsday killed Superman.
Let's talk about Thanos.
Oh, no.
I don't fucking know.
That would be too faggoty for me.
Yeah, I don't listen. I'm not into the fucking to that type of bullshit. To me, that ain't even like a comic or a film. That's just bullshit. Like obviously for kids that love it and stuff, but like you're telling me like a grown up that has access to everything. You're telling me that those unless like you're fucking something happened to you as a kid, like at the time when it happened, there was like an Iron Man comic laying around. But you're telling me these new Iron Man comics, like they're worth your fucking time, honestly. Not just Iron Man, like you can insert any fucking Marvel or DC character, like Green Arrow, Green Lantern. Like who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck about these characters other than people that are collecting the hotkeys?
Well, that's the thing that's hilarious, right? That I think that's the thing that's like kind of driven me the most crazy about all these Marvel movies, why I refuse to watch them. The last superhero movie that I've ever watched was the first Thor movie. And I was like, this is so fucking stupid and so fucking bad, except for the first 10 minutes. Because at first I was like, this movie might be okay because they're showing Thor fight and fuck up all these creatures on their planets. That makes sense. And then it turns into this love story with Natalie Portman. The whole thing just like falls apart and like, eat my dick. I don't care. I haven't watched any movies since then. Now, when I have seen that they're like mixing all this other crap, this Thanos crap, this Batman versus Superman crap that has come out, like I'm talking about a long time coming. I'm seeing and being told from people that have watched them that have no idea about comic books. I'm like, dude, they're mixing like things that happened from like 1990 and then also trying to mix 2 different storylines of comic books that had ever come out. Like the Batman versus Superman crap. When someone told me when that came out, I was like, so how was it? And they told me what the story was. And I was like, wait a minute. They're trying to make Batman versus Superman mixed with the death of Superman with Doomsday. Like, what is going on with these movies? I'm like, it makes me happy that I don't watch them because all I know is these movies aren't meant for me. They're not made for people that read comic books that made these characters and what they were.
They're meant for kids, man. They're meant for kids.
Yeah.
You know, and like fucking super duper fucking like hardcore fans of like, you know, like people that love Spider-Man, so everyone's gonna go see the Spider-Man fucking movie and Batman, all that bullshit. To me,
Tobey Maguire was Spider-Man.
That was my Spider-Man too. Yeah, Tobey Maguire. Those 3 movies, I fuck with them. I like all 3 of them. I don't. People talk shit about the third one. It's like you
I don't
fucking
know
talk
about
shit
the
about
third
that.
one. I don't know about the third one, dude. They fucked up.
The third one's just as good as any of those new
No,
fucking ones.
no, absolutely not.
What do
They
you
fucked up
mean?
Venom so bad in that one.
They fuck up everything and everything.
No, they didn't.
They
Not the
fucking.
first.
It's Eric Foreman from that '70s show. It was doomed to be shit from the beginning.
Yeah, but I'm saying like the first 2, you have the great Green Goblin, and then you have the great Doctor Octopus, and then you have fucking Eric Foreman playing Eddie Brock.
Yeah.
Eddie Brock, the fucking lineman football player,
Yeah,
huge
he's like
giant
giant.
fucking guy. Like, and he's gonna be the fucking Venom symbiote? Like, fuck off.
Yeah. Fuck. Like again, I'm not like a fucking.
I don't
evil-
blame Sam Raimi because I read all his interviews and heard all of his interviews about why it got fucked up. And it's because the Spider-Man franchise no one cared about for the first 2. And then they made so much money, all of a sudden everyone wanted to step in like it was Alien fucking 3 and put their little grubby hands in like this. You see that at the bottom? Little grubby hands and fingering fucking the death of the franchise. And that's why Spider-Man 3 became what it was.
I fuck with it. I'd watch it again. I'd watch that over anything.
And Sandman? Who the fuck? Like, they should never even introduce Sandman. Sandman's a part of the Sinister Six, not the Venom storyline. Like, it doesn't even make sense why that's even.
Well, they're taking a fucking character from the '60s and mixing it with a character from the late '80s.
VZ Madness says the third one is good. Rewatch that shit, fool. You don't know what you're talking about. That
he knows it's good. It's good fun, especially that scene at the end when he's fucking bashing the poles with another pole.
That fucking part where he's like doing the emo dance. He's like,
that's the best part of the. I love all that shit. Like, I don't know which one it is, but the scene where like he's walking down the street and like a fucking crime is happening, goes past him, and then he just like he keeps looking and he.
You know what it is? I'll say it like this then. You know what it is?
I think Spider-Man 3 is better than Army of Darkness by like fucking 20,000 times. It makes like Army of Darkness.
Now you're just saying shit to piss me off. I fucking know it. I know you're just saying that to piss me off.
I heard Sam Raimi was embarrassed of that film.
Yeah, of Spider-Man 3. I've never heard Sam Raimi say Army of Darkness was bad.
That's what I heard.
No, I've watched interviews. You're full of shit. You're just trying to piss me off, dude.
Yeah. Best Marvel movie is 1989 Punisher, says Trash Dash. That's a good movie.
That is a good movie.
Dolph Lundgren. Another good movie he's in is called I Come in Peace. Yeah, and you leave in pieces. I've watched a couple times, VZ says.
Okay, well,
using your time correctly.
Let me get back to the point. What I was going to say. I think the issue is with this is that you didn't read the comic books.
No.
So you watched this and you were like, "Yeah, I can fuck with this." Now,
obviously I like the look of Venom in the comics.
Venom does not look like Venom in that film.
He looked like dog shit. I'm not denying that. I thought he looked like dog shit, but I just didn't hate that film as much as a lot of other motherfuckers seem to hate it. They hate it to death.
Well, it's because it betrays everything that goes. Venom is like one of the most iconic characters in fucking Spider-Man, besides Dr. Octopus and the Hobgoblin and Carnage. And like those 3 are like the most iconic characters, and especially Venom. He's like one of the originals, like that can defeat Peter Parker as Spider-Man because he was a part of Spider-Man. So the fact that they make him like another twerpy little queef boy, that doesn't look anything like Eddie Brock. Eddie Brock doesn't even act the way that fucking Eric Foreman acts in that movie, it just is like a complete insult to a character that's like one of the most iconic parts of the franchise, not to mention made by Todd McFarlane. Like,
Yeah. Like, I'm just pulling up a couple of really cool looking covers I'm going to share on the screen in a second.
Like, do you even know that why Spider-Man couldn't sense Eddie Brock coming after him when he was Venom? Do you realize why he
I
couldn't?
honestly don't know.
It's because the symbiote, when the symbiote attaches to a person, and it was attached to Peter Parker originally, right?
Yeah.
It takes like a codex of that person with it every time it detaches. That's why Eddie Brock knew. The iconic cover, one of the best iconic covers right there. So this explains everything what I'm talking about. The only reason Eddie Brock knew why Peter Parker was Spider-Man, was because of the symbiote, and the reason why Spider-Man's spider sense didn't go off is because the symbiote knew what Peter Parker knew and what he was. So that's why Venom was so dangerous to Spider-Man, because his spider sense would never go off to when Venom would come to try to kill him.
Right.
And look how big Venom is compared to Spider-Man.
He's massive. I'm just looking up another cool one.
Compared to what we saw with Eric Foreman, who looks like he could be Spider-Man number 2.5.
Oh yeah, this was a cool one too. I had this comic back in the day. I might still have it. I don't know. I have to look. This one.
Oh yeah, well that's Carnage.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, because when I think of Venom, I think of Carnage as well.
And do you know how Carnage was born?
No.
So Eddie Brock and Cletus Cassidy were locked in the same jail cell. Now I'm really like getting really nerdy about this. And
Nerd.
What?
You're a nerd.
I'm a nerd, dude. I was reading this shit like the day it came out. That's how old I am. When was this? 1993? When did this issue come out? When did the first issue of Maximum Carnage come out?
I think it was 90 or 93. Yeah, I can't tell. Hold on, I'm trying to fucking look at this art. Now this is this is some OG fucking art right here. This is by S. Clay Wilson. Talking about underground as fuck. Amazing artist.
You show some titties.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm going to be copyright stroke.
Have you looked up Eastman and Laird's like smut comics that they made before?
I did because you had told me about that a long time ago.
Yeah,
I was always curious about that.
Did you look those up though?
Yes.
They're fucking weird, aren't they?
Yes, and there's other weird fucked up like shit called doujinshis, which is like these Japanese like bootlegs. Like some weird shit out there, dude.
There's some weird, yeah, they're weird shit. Eastman and Laird had some weird shit before the Turtles.
What was do you remember any of the name? One of them was Gobbledygook, wasn't it?
Yes.
Eastman. I have one called Fugitoid, but I don't think it's like yeah, this Gobbledygook shit. This is legit, man.
And they were small. They were like this big.
Yeah, they're like zines.
I mean, they're smaller than your zines, which you should plug right now.
Yeah, I got some somewhere. Hold on, I'm just trying to. This is the cover to Gobbledygook. I can't make it bigger, I don't think. Oh yeah, I can.
Some good shit. Look at that art. That's fucking outstanding.
It's phenomenal. Very good stuff. Very good. There we are. I gotta close these tabs. I missed a bunch of comments. I think it's just a bunch of fuckery. Japanese porn comics. Yes, sir. Nerd. Nerds. Okay, yeah, I'm going to ask you a question. Okay, tell me if you... I'm going to give you a piece of trivia. See if you know what movie this is from. In what movie was there a fraternity called Tri Lambdas? You don't know?
No.
It's from fucking Revenge of the Nerds.
I mean, I watched Revenge of the Nerds. I don't... Like, you're asking me, like... Movie. You're asking me, like, one of the hardest things for me to remember is people's names or places' names.
Fuck. See, Trash knew. That's a good movie. You know, the thing about Tri Lambda is they accept all walks of life.
Well, Trash.
It's good fun. I'll talk to it. Prove that it's on.
So I know comic books. I'm bad with people's names. I'm bad with fraternities, whatever the bullshit fucking names is. We don't even see what you're showing us, dude. It looks like a holographic light.
It's fucking narcotic. THC.
It says CHG.
Reefer. Holy fuck. Trash says he plays Booger in that movie. That's hilarious.
No, you didn't.
I know he's lying because he's kind of Booger-ish. Like Booger, or my favorite line. My favorite line Booger says, because this is how fucked up I'm about that movie. I love it. There's a scene where he's going like door to door and he gets all these doors closed in his face, and some asshole ends up saying to him like,
do you like Revenge of the Nerds more or Animal House more?
Revenge of the Nerds. But let me finish this line. He says to him, the asshole says, "What are you looking at?" And the Booger says, "I thought I was looking at my mother's douchebag, but that's in Ohio." It's one of the best fucking lines ever given. I love that actor too. VZ's only seen that movie once. Well, Retro's never seen it at all.
No, I've seen Revenge of the Nerds. Fuck you.
He doesn't like. He prefers fucking some other bullshit probably. Probably fucking Lord Fuckhead's movie.
Yeah, I like Army of Darkness.
His fucking Lord and Savior, fucking the dark.
Ricky loves Army too. He shoved it up his ass.
Army of Darkness is the best film I've ever seen.
Up your brown hole, probably.
The best video I ever made was that fucking edit of you saying that the movie sucks dick. Remember that?
We all know it's an
right now.
We all know.
I think I still have it. What is it called? I think I called that.
I have all the clips of us from the last video that we did before that.
This is classic.
Of you admitting to shoving it up your ass. So
I shoved it up my ass. Fucking right, I did. Hold on, wait. We're about to. Hold on. For fuck's sake, it's such a nightmare.
This stream can never ever end with anything not being said about Army of Darkness. One day, Ricky will do an Army of Darkness review on his channel. What the fuck?
Okay.
What the fuck is that?
Okay, read it out. Read it out loud.
July 20th, 55. Yeah. The dark truth was finally brought to light. Okay.
All right.
Let's see. What's the dark truth?
Okay, the dark truth. So it was 55 years after
Let's see the dark truth. Come on.
I'm trying to find the video. I'm fucked up. Here we go.
Fuck? Is this even the right video?
Yeah, this is it. And if you look, hold on, wait. Can you see right here where the mouse is?
Truth.
Yeah, so that's the name of the video. Okay, here we go.
All right, let's see it. Come on, play it.
My name is Retro or
Army of Darkness sucks big cock and balls.
Oh fuck, that is the best video I ever made.
You're right. That is the best video you've ever made, and that was a really good edit too.
I know, it was like so believable. Oh my god, hold on, wait. Close that. All right, there we are.
I mean, I have clips of you searching for Army of Darkness, and you can't find it because you shoved it up your ass.
I put it in my pooper.
It's a big
Booger is the coolest nerd by far. He was my favorite. Ricky, would you be mad if you paid 40 grand for film school and it was all about how Army of Darkness was made? Fuck.
You know what's funny?
I paid fucking 10. I paid 10 to get to fucking learn 3-point lighting.
You know what's funny is most of the people in your chat, every time we ever have to end up back on Army of Darkness, everyone turns on you because you're a fuckhead. You don't know what you're talking about when it comes to Army of Darkness. Your whole chat turns on you.
I'm the only one making sense around here. Everyone else is fuckheads.
No. Absolutely fucking not.
The thing is, I got a copy of Army of Darkness in the trash can over there. I'm gonna go grab it and fucking throw it in a mail.
Up your ass?
No, I'm gonna throw it in a fucking bubble mailer and I'm gonna mail it to Sacktown. And you're gonna fucking.
I'll take another copy of the movie.
You know what? You need my VHS copy of fucking Army of Darkness. Except I fucking recorded. I recorded over it with. You know, at the end of the night when like public access cable channels, like when they had nothing else to play, it would just be like
your home movies.
Just fucking send you a copy of Army of Darkness that has nothing but like gay porn on the tape.
I will not accept that.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny. God damn it, that's funny. I don't even mind that movie. I just like busting your chops.
Oh, you heard it here. Ricky now is starting to break down. He doesn't mind Army of Darkness now. Isn't that funny?
Hey, I don't mind fucking Spider-Man 3 either.
Yeah, well, you're a fucking chode. Like, you don't know what you're fucking.
I can't believe that you fucking Army of Darkness, man. Just thinking about it right now, I think I need to fucking
just said that you like fucking Spider-Man 3. I can't even like hear anything from you ever again about talking about how you like Spider-Man 3. Like, go fuck off.
You know what my favorite part about Spider-Man 3 is? That it's not Army of Darkness. I don't mind it.
It's still a Sam Raimi movie, so you might as well just suck your own cock at that point.
I always forget that those are Sam Raimi films, honestly.
Oh. Convenient.
Well, it's crazy because like
he chooses Spider-Man 3 over Army of Darkness. Makes real sense.
What's the best Sam Raimi film?
The best Sam Raimi film is probably Evil Dead 2.
I agree. Not even close to Army of Darkness. I'd rather watch fucking like those old home movies they did that you can't even fucking get unless you have like an 8mm projector.
Right.
Over fucking Army of Darkness.
In the woods and all that crap.
Yeah. No, I listen, I just like fucking around because it's like a good like.
Army of Darkness is better than Taxi Driver. Trash Dash says.
This guy is crazy. This guy's crazy right. He's crazy correct. The only movie better than Taxi Driver is motherfucking Exorcist.
Taxi Driver, I don't know. I mean, Taxi Driver I hold in a completely different state. I love Taxi Driver. It's like one of my favorite movies.
That is like I made a video one time saying like my favorite film, and it was about Taxi Driver. My favorite film. This is totally off topic and random, but like
this is my boomstick was better than you talking to me.
Fuck. I'm just gonna fucking pretend I didn't even read that.
Holy shit, that's funny.
Wow. What was I gonna say?
That made my night.
That's crazy. I think that Trash Dash is is fabricate. He's being phony right now. I think he likes Taxi better than that. Maybe not.
I love both movies.
No, you gotta love Taxi Driver and not Evil Dead to be in the club.
Okay, so if it's between Evil Dead or Taxi Driver existing, I'm gonna choose Evil Dead. Sorry.
Fuck, that's a hard one right there. Because Evil Dead did so much for horror film, independent horror film, but Taxi Driver did so much for like this crazy like character study type film. I don't know. It's
Yeah, but I feel like that shit would come out either way because there's a lot of other movies that are like that, like The Godfather.
Yeah, but like Taxi Driver was its own thing. Like there's no like to me like even like other movies that are set in New York at the time don't even have the same vibe as Taxi Driver. It has its own to me. Like the reason why I hold that movie in such high regard is because I think everything about it is perfect. The Ninja Turtles film? I take the first Ninja Turtles film over a lot of stuff that might surprise you.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm just trying to be ridiculous.
Trash says Evil VZ Madness says Evil Dead 2 Taxi Driver is great. Trash says well, I like Taxi Driver, but I just think it kind of ripped off Army of Darkness. They replaced the skeletons with pimps.
That's so funny because Army of Darkness didn't come out to the 80s. Taxi Drivers was the 70s.
No, they replaced Henrietta with the fucking guy that works at the fucking office with the girl. He's like, no, if you were missing this finger and this finger, how would you light a match? Is he Italian? He's probably Italian. That's how that guy says it. He says he doesn't say Italian. He says Italian. He says, "Was that guy Italian?"
In all real talk, no. I mean, Taxi Driver is like one of my favorite movies ever made. But when we're talking about Evil Dead, for some reason, every time we ever come on here, it has to devolve to Army of Darkness because Ricky wants to fucking like.
I just like to try to think of more fucked up things to compare.
Ricky just doesn't want to
like
ever.
Ricky
just doesn't ever want to admit that Army of Darkness is like a fucking great last film for the franchise. Did you even watch the show?
I've seen better films on the floor of the fucking slaughterhouse.
Did you even watch the show?
The Army of Darkness show? Oh, yeah, no. I watched like fucking about second of it and I turned it off.
Are you shitting me?
Yeah, we talked about this last time. You didn't watch that shitty fucking character. There's still a photo of him saved on my computer.
You didn't watch Ash versus Evil Dead at all?
Ugh, fuck no. I don't give a fuck about that shit. I tell you what I give a fuck about. This guy right here, watch.
Reference to Taxi Driver.
Reference to this. There's your fucking buddy.
That's Pablo.
Yeah, that guy ruined the show for me. I couldn't watch it with this guy in it.
Dude, you really need to get over your racism. You hate Guatemalans.
I love him. I hate this guy. I don't hate this guy. I hate this guy's character.
Why are you bringing up this weird ass picture then? That's not even a picture that we ever see in the show.
That's him in the show.
Yeah, but that's not a picture we ever see in the show.
Well, I just brought that up to fucking let you know that guy is indeed, indubitably, a fuckhead.
I don't think so. I like Pablo in the show. I thought he was a good sidekick to Ash.
Well,
because Ash
don't need a sidekick.
Ash in the show.
That's where they fucked up all that bullshit. That Ash don't need to fucking be with medieval times. He doesn't need to have a fucking sidekick with a fucking mohawk. We don't need it.
Mohawk.
That's what fucking Trash called it. He said that's De Niro with his mohawk. No, listen. I didn't watch the show at all.
Well,
so, I'm a piece of shit.
You're a fuckhead.
I'm a fuckhead. I haven't watched Evil Dead show or the fucking Chucky show, so I'm a total fuckhead.
Okay, Ash versus Evil Dead is nothing like whatever the Chucky bullshit is.
I don't know. A lot of fans are talking.
What do you think's more relevant, Chucky or Evil Dead? Chucky, probably. That was the more pimped out.
I would pick Evil Dead over Chucky.
I'm not asking
when I was a kid.
I'm not asking you what you would pick. I'm asking you what's more popular. Chucky's
definitely more popular.
Fuck yeah, that's what I'm saying. So maybe think about that before you cast judgment on the show. The show's going to be made for people that are. I will tell you this:
they're going to be made for fuckheads, is what you're trying to say.
Well, I am a fuckhead, but
you're goddamn right.
But the thing is about the show, right? Is the show doesn't cater to people that are new. The show
it's for people that are fans.
Yeah. Maybe like
there's probably many hidden things. I probably would like the show, honestly.
Then fucking watch the show.
I got it. I'm not gonna pay for it. I'll have to watch it bootleg style. I don't need to see the commentaries on that masterpiece. I don't need to buy the store-bought edition. Limited fucking steelbook edition.
I'll tell you right now, like season 1 and 2, absolutely perfection. Season 3 falls apart, and it is because Starz and Bruce Campbell and Sam Raimi fucked it up because they tried to get it all on Starz. But season 1 and 2, fucking absolute perfection. You'll be laughing your ass off. You'll be having a good time the entire time. I guarantee if you and your girlfriend are sitting there getting stoned, watching the fucking show, you'll be like, Forrest is fucking right.
Well, we'll see. But I think this is where we differ, because I think when I think of Evil Dead, I think of being terrified as a kid.
You got to think of Ash, though, in the future. You got to think about, like, you got to take in consideration at this point, you got to take in consideration of Evil Dead 1, Evil Dead 2, Army of Darkness, the video games, because it literally takes it all. It literally
comics.
No, not the comic books. There's no fucking Ash versus Marvel zombies bullshit in there.
I don't know. I've played limited of Fistful of Booms.
Oh well, that's all you need to know. Fistful of Boomstick is like the best comic book or the best video game ever made.
Mostly because, like, again, like I was always a pansy with games like that. I don't know, really.
Well, get it now. Get it and play it, because Ash or Evil Dead Fistful of Boomstick is the greatest video game for the Evil Dead franchise ever created. Hello? Where did Ricky go? I don't know. Is Ricky still even here? No, he's not. What the fuck? Now it's just me. Okay, so let's talk about Army of Darkness is the best.
What the fuck?
Oh, look, Ricky's back. Evil Dead's
the
best. Ricky loves Evil Dead. He loves Army of Darkness. He loves all those things. He's not just not. Ricky loves Evil Dead. He loves Bruce Campbell.
I do. Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Yeah.
Okay.
You just disappeared.
I don't know what happened. Like the whole screen just went dark, and then it said "Retro or Die has joined," and I was like, "What the fuck's going on?"
I don't know. It was just me, and I was like, "Oh, okay."
Like, I heard everything you said, and then you were like, "Ricky, where are you? Your screen is black."
You disappeared.
I was like, "What?"
I thought you fell asleep, maybe.
No, I'm just fucking sitting here going, "What the fuck happened?"
That's a sign, dude, that you need to go watch Evil Dead.
You got canceled for hating on Army of Darkness. I did. It happened.
Bruce Campbell
I'm not proud of it.
Came in and fucking shut you down.
Fuck.
He's fucking DDoSing, attacking your fucking IP address.
He's gonna get me swatted. The fucking SWAT team's on the way, for fuck's sakes.
They're coming all the way
man.
from fucking Michigan.
Did you ever hear about this person named Keffels on it was like this is totally fucked, but like this is like
No,
this
no idea
streamer,
who that
this
is.
streamer of some type from where I live in London that fucking got swatted, and like it's the total fucking like big story, and this, yeah, it's fucked.
No, I have no
The
idea.
only reason I know about it is because it happened locally, and it's like, holy fuck, like people actually doing that shit out here. Like, what the fuck?
And what they do? Did she
They
kill
swat.
someone?
I don't know. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what the story is, what the scoop is. I just know that they got swatted. Like the fucking SWAT team shows up, sticks a gun in your mouth, and says, "Hey, you can do what I say." Could you imagine?
Oh yeah, I can imagine. Anyway, we're not
Yeah,
going to talk about police encounters right now. I think
no,
that's
I'll
where we
say
should
I'm
end
gonna
this.
talk
I
about
think that's
one.
where we should end the stream.
Yeah.
End this. We're not talking about our police encounters tonight.
Oh my god. I'll just end it with one quick one. So when I was a kid, probably like 15, 16, we used to hang out at this bridge. Someone spray painted Led Zeppelin on it years ago, like in the 80s, and it's still, you could still see it a little bit. And we'd go there and stand on the bridge and smoke weed and stuff. And one time, me and my buddy Tom were standing out there, and all of a sudden this like guy like just starts walking up towards us. And he was like, it just looked like a regular guy. And he comes up and he has a gun. He like pulls his gun out on me and my friend Tom. He doesn't point at us, but he pulls his gun out and he's like, "What do you guys, get the fuck out of here?" Basically, and we were like, "Whoa!" And we're like, "We're baked." So it's like, "Whoa, what the fuck is going on, man?" But he told us to get the. It ended up him. He was like a railroad cop because we seen his car at like the fucking exit.
Maniac cop.
Should have been a maniac cop. Yeah, man. I'm down to end her because it's 2:00 here now, and I gotta fucking. I want to do shit tomorrow because it's my birthday on Wednesday, buddy. So send all your super chats and appropriate fucking money orders.
Also, before we end, don't forget, because Ricky does provide everyone the magazine. We all just write for it. Ricky does all the hard work. And on a serious note, the magazine is a very big deal for everyone that's independent.
I got the cover
Don't forget
right
to
here.
support the magazine. All proceeds go to Ricky because he deserves it. I mean, he's brought together many independent artists, many independent writers from many different countries.
This is the cover for. Well, it's not the final cover is not going to be white. I had it as blue, and me and fucking Radio were talking, and we were like, shout out to Radio. I don't know where the fuck you're at, dog. But if you're out there, hit me up and let me know you're alive. Leave it at that.
Yes, we were talking about that today. I hope you're alive.
Yeah. Hope everything's good, and if it's not good, hopefully it gets good soon. But yeah, this is gonna be the cover. Like, this is the final cover. It just might not be white. Well, it won't be white, but it might not be blue either. It might be light pink. I kind of like the light pink.
Everyone likes light pink in their life.
Yeah, that's supposed to be me. Like that little character of Little Ricky. When I send you this copy of issue 6, you'll get a copy of Little Ricky. You'll know what I'm talking about. But that's him growing up. And I've actually started a comic with like these 3 guys, like that's going to be in issue 6. I've only got 2 pages done, so I'm slacking. I keep saying it's going to be done by Halloween. Like, it probably ain't going to be done by Halloween. Like, let's just be fucking.
That's okay. Me and Ricky, I keep talking about me and him doing a comic book on our own.
Yeah, I'm down. It's just like I said, this is like making comics is like not like you don't just like snap your fingers and make a comic. It takes fucking, depending on how you're like, I have a fucking 30-page Western comic already laid out. I have all the pages in front of me, like not all of them. I have like 7 or 8.
Like full on Western, like just Western.
It's like a vampire kind of like gothic horror Western thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it takes place in like a you'll see. That won't be done. Like, that's probably going to be my winter project, because the last big comic I did, that Blood Drunk one, that took like 2
All right,
months.
I'll challenge you then.
Let's hear it.
I'll challenge you. You get that comic book done. We'll set a goal. You get that comic book done by a certain amount of time. before the end of this year, and I will write a novel before the end of this year. I'll finish one of my novels by the end of this year. Then
I'm down. Like, what kind of stories are you talking about? Like, I need like a
my stories,
or like what's the set? What's the theme? Or like what's the genre?
fuck that.
Fucked up. I like that. I like that. Like depending on like because like all different like the Filthy Ralph comics take way less time than like the more like the Blood Drunk comic.
I have like 5 chapters written of one novel, and like 2 of a couple other, and like 7 pages written of like a screenplay. I have a lot of shit that I've written that I just have never ever actually finished.
Yeah, well, that's the hard part, right?
Yeah,
I should let everyone in the chat know. I think VZ and Trash are still here. I'm gonna do another giveaway soon of like some more comics and shit. Like I don't really have any Cinema 187, but I have like plenty of like Filthy Ralph and shit. And I know not everybody has all that shit, and keep that in mind.
Everyone should put 1 in the chat. Just type 1 in the chat when they want to
type
see.
666.
Yeah, type 666 in the chat if you want to see a Ricky and Retro crossover.
Yeah.
Besides this, where we end up talking about Army of Darkness for like 3 hours.
That was a good time.
It always is, because your chat turns on you and everyone's just like Army of Darkness.
I think everyone's on my side. They all think you're.
No, they aren't. Everyone is in my side, dude. Army of Darkness, we all fucking know. Army of Darkness is the fucking greatest thing since fucking like sliced corn, okay?
Sliced corn. Sounds good. All right, guys.
Since maple leaves.
We'll
maple leaves.
We'll leave it at this. We'll call it this is the anti-Army of Darkness stream.
I don't think so. I see 666 in the stream.
Yeah. All right, fellas. Take it easy and good night. Farewell.
Hail to the king.